Thanks very much, Barry. The final game in the round robin of this Samir Group sponsored Four Nations tournament. Pakistan against Sri Lanka from the Nairobi Gymkhana to decide really who will meet South Africa in the final on Sunday. It's all down to run rates, net run rates, we understand now are being used to calculate who's going to come second and third. These are the games that have taken place so far in the tournament. Kenya played Sri Lanka last Saturday to start the tournament off. Sri Lanka with an easy 7-wicket victory with 19 overs to spare. And then South Africa posted the highest score of the tournament, 321 for 8, a world record stand between Cullinan and Rhodes of 232. Meant that Pakistan found the job too difficult. South Africa then lost a thrilling game, low-scoring game to Sri Lanka at the Nairobi club on a wicket that turned appreciably. Sri Lanka winning that one by 2 wickets. And another thrilling game at the Aga Khan Sports Club. Kenya very nearly with a surprise victory over Pakistan, who eventually won by 4 wickets. Owed an awful lot to wicketkeeper Moin Khan. South Africa, another 300 plus total. 305 for 8 in 50 overs against Kenya yesterday. Kenya folding in the face of hostile quick bowling from Alan Donald. The light cloud that is covering Nairobi this morning is breaking. The sun is starting to come through. Temperature forecast for today up to 27, could be the warmest day of the week, and 74% humidity. This is how things stand at the moment. South Africa, they played all their games for 4 points with a net run rate of plus 1.53. Sri Lanka in second place. They played 2-1 to 1.43 their net run rate, and Pakistan, if they win today, they've got to boost that net run rate by something like 1.7. It's an awesome task. Sri Lankan team won the toss. Arjuna Ranatunga invited Pakistan to bat first. Despite the feeling that this pitch is going to turn, I think Ranatunga thinks it's going to turn from the word go. It's not going to make an awful lot of difference. The two seamers, Chaminda Vas and Jiva Silva, and 4 spinners in that lineup. Pakistan's team, captained by Shahid Anwar for the second time this week, Wasim Akram having returned to Pakistan. And they're playing 5 batsmen, the keeper Moin, and additional bowling resources from Azhar Mahmood. Pakistan's opening batsman, Shahid Anwar and Salim Ilahi. Intriguing contest, Ravi. Shahid really needs to lead his side to an emphatic victory if Pakistan are going to qualify for the final.
That's right, Paul. Good morning to all our viewers. Pakistan have to score a comprehensive victory here if they are to make it to the finals. And the man who can do it for them is Shahid Anwar. Very impressive record. 3,500 runs in one-day internationals. That's an average just over 36. 131 against the West Indies, his career best. Sri Lanka winning the toss today and sending Pakistan into bat. Paul Allett, during his pitch report, said that there will be some help for the spinners. There's no doubt about that, because it did look pretty rough, the surface, and there was a little bit of moisture as well, so one won't be surprised if there is some help for the spinners very early in the game. Sanjeev Silva will Bowled the first over of the morning. 2 for 27 in this tournament against Kenya, his best. Just 3 matches for him in his career. He'll be bowling to Shahid Afridi.
All set then for the first ball of the last game in this round-robin series of matches. Sanjeeva Silva from the Forest Road end to Shahid Afridi. And Pakistan underway from the first ball. Signal wide by umpire Ian Roberts.
And also, I think another reason why Sri Lanka may have chosen to field first is that they know that Pakistan will be looking for a huge score here. And in trying to get that, maybe they might make a few mistakes, as a result of which they might lose wickets quickly.
There are all sorts of pressures on players in this one-day tournament, one-day cricket in general. It's always important to win, but increasingly important to win well and maintain a positive run rate, net run rate. Once you get behind in that, it's very difficult to make up. First runs off the bat. Anwar picking up a single down to fine leg. Salim Ilahi, only 19 years of age, played 13 games already and averaging very nearly 35 with 350s and 100. A problem earlier this morning with the 15-metre circle placement, and the ground staff had got it slightly wrong. They'd placed those close catching discs, or the area where the close catches have to be, at 20 metres rather than 15, so hastily rearranged. Good opening over from Sanjeeva Silva. 2 without loss, Pakistan. Anything short is dispatched with ease by Saeed. He's pulled that in front of square. It's running away. The outfield very quick. And that's the first boundary of the morning.
Well, after he played that first delivery in the over, he was practicing that shot. And he got an opportunity here to get it into play. Gets into nice position, had enough time to play it in front of square, and got the first boundary for Pakistan. Such an easy-paced wicket, he could pull it even off the front foot.
And again flicked away, timed that beautifully. Looked to play it with a cross bat in the end because the ball didn't bounce quite as much as he thought. He straightened the bat and flicked it away behind square for a second successive boundary.
This is one of his strengths, Shahid Afridi. He's a lovely timer of the ball. This one drifting towards leg stump. He gets into good position and plays it behind square. No chance for the man at fine leg.
Glorious. Absolutely glorious.
Beautiful shot this by Anwar. He just leaned into it and played through the line. And again timed it magnificently. Standing up tall, just playing through the line and finding the gap through extra cover. Free-stroking player.
He's repeated it. And that is a glorious shot as well. A little bit fuller this time, but still beautifully straight back for 4.
Crowd getting a little noisy as someone decides to take the flag around for Pakistan, and my word, they can raise it high now with that shot over the top of long on. That's a lovely shot indeed.
Well, fine way to bring up the 50. A little bit of air here. Down the track comes the Pakistan captain. Good use of his feet. And going through with the shot and hitting it over mid-on for 4.
So the run rate pretty good at this moment. Doing well. Crowd getting a little noisy as someone decides to take the flag around for Pakistan, and my word, they can raise it high now with that shot over the top of long on. That's a lovely shot indeed.
I'll find a way to bring up the 50. A little bit of air here. Down the track comes the Pakistan captain. Good use of his feet. And going through with the shot and hitting it over mid-on for 4.
Holding out originally for Afridi. And he's going to get one over the top. I think this one whipped him away. There's 6 runs. Well, what a way to open your account. That's not too bad at all. So Afridi gets after the spinner, Samasina. Hoiks it away over mid-wicket. That's an unbelievable shot. Second ball in. There he goes again. My word, is unbelievable. That's another 6 for him. And up it goes. That's his 3rd 6 since he's been at the crease. Faced 11 balls. And 3 is hit for 6 and 1 is hit for 4. And he really is enjoying this young man. And that is a long, long 6. That's the longest part of the ground down there on the long-off boundary. Here he goes again, up in the air, and right out of the ground. That's over the top of the pavilion, gone. That's a huge hit. That's into the car park, down there by the production van, I should think. My word. The crowd are enjoying this. Shahid Afridi is enjoying it. Drags it from outside off stump. Gets his feet coming right down to it. Right up over the top of the mid-wicket boundary.
Huge hit. There's no point chasing that. 6 more. Hundreds up for Pakistan in just 13 overs and 1 ball. Stunning hitting by Afridi. First 50 off 53 balls. Look at that second 50 off just 27 deliveries. Mainly due to Shahid Afridi, who is 37 not out now. Flatter, faster, and hit further and higher. 6 more. Spectacular stuff from the Pakistanis. Afridi's just got license to hit. The problem now for Jayasuriya is that he's bowled it probably as fast as he can and as flat as he can, and Afridi's still got underneath the ball and got enough loft on it to get it flat and straight for 6. 4 of those 6s through mid-on, 1 over long off. Falls off, that's going to be 6. No question about it. 50 partnerships up. Afridi's 50 has come off 18 balls, just 1 ball slower than the world record held by Sanaf Jayasuriya. 6-2-6. Gone through for 4. Brave effort by mid-off to try and stop that ball.
That was a glorious shot, Paul.
Have you ever seen anything like this, Chandrakant?
Yeah. He looks to be a very good striker of the ball.
That's an enormous blow. It's another 6. Well, it's not, it's 4 this time. So 3 6s, 2 4s, and a 2 from the over. 28 off that 14th over. 122 for 1, Pakistan. So just 4 off the over. A good one from Muralitharan. 15 overs gone. 126 for 1. For 1, 15 overs gone. Got to be one of the highest scores off the first 15 overs in limited overs cricket. Monstrously spectacular from Afridi. 59 not out. Look at that figure on the right. Just 20 balls faced. Shahid Anwar, his captain, 38 from 37 and a run a ball at the start of the innings. That's pretty good as well. Paled into insignificance beside Afridi's innings. 126 for 1 from just 94 balls, Pakistan. He's taking drinks with those two partnerships. 60 for the first wicket from 61 balls. That was good enough. 66 unbroken for the second wicket in just 30 deliveries in 24 minutes between Anwar and Afridi. And the bowling figures just starting to look a little ragged. Sarir will want to forget those. 1 over for 28. Muralitharan with a semblance of order. 1 over for 4. The only bright spot for Sri Lanka this morning. Elahi caught Muralitharan, bowled Dharmasena for 23 when the score was on 60. Picked out the man at deep mid-wicket.
That's it, good stuff.
Sarir is continuing from the city end. I'll show you the end of Elahi. And Afridi, well, he's gone into his shell. He's blocked one and attempted to paddle that away. It's a leg by there.
Well, this is a tremendous performance from Pakistanis so far.
Well, the only way they can get into the final, Chandra, is to score in excess of 300 and then bowl Sri Lanka out cheaply. Afridi's come down the track. The field's out, but you need fielders in the car park when Afridi's batting. That's his 8th 6. Children being kept busy on the perimeter of the ground. This isn't slogging, this is cultured and quality hitting from Afridi. Majority of his shots have been hit straight, kicked his head down, watched the ball all the way onto the bat and hit them with enormous power. And again.
Glorious shot, Paul.
Well, you see this occasionally, you see the odd shot come off like this, but to sustain it and hit 9 sixes in the period of just 24 balls is quite exceptional.
I would love to see him batting against the medium pacer at the moment. Paul, the way he's going now, after all the spinners
Well, he's hammered the spinners. Giles Ferreira has come in for some dreadful tap. He's only bowled 8 deliveries, gone for 40.
No ball.
That's a no ball to compound the felony. So Muralitharan to Afridi. Huge turn, good shot. He just waited for that. Watched it turn into him and played an extremely cultured square cut for 4. Clubbed away, it's 4 more. Huge gap at mid-wicket. There's a man out at deep backward square and a man out at deep long on, and probably the best part of 100 metres between them as Afridi finds the gap. You think he's got time to just sort of take stock and block his way to 100, really? If he gets a run a ball, he's still there in under 50 deliveries.
Yeah, he's done a job for his team, and now he's looking for his own 100.
And Shahid Anwar's in on the act. Extremely risky player.
Down the track he comes, and this has gone a long way. Another 6. These are not hits. These are Scud missiles. Down the track, opens his shoulders, and yet another Scud. And this is another one, even bigger, over mid-wicket and out of the ground. He's moved to 95, and so far he's had a party. Get a single on the onside. That's a rare sight when Afridi's been there. Shahid Anwar wants a second and comes back. Good running by the Pakistan captain. Guru Singh a little slow in coming to the ball there, and Shahid Anwar quick to spot it, run that first run hard, and came back comfortably for the second. He's moved to 97. Taken him only 36 balls, the world record set by Jay Surya in 48 balls. Can he get it? And he swept it away. This should be the world record. Shahid Afridi has got the fastest 100 in one-day international cricket. It's taken him only 37 balls. And he set this Nairobi Gymkhana ground ablaze. Fantastic innings by the young man, considering it's his first knock in one-day international cricket. Good intelligent batting by him to paddle that one round the corner to bring up the fastest 100 in one-day international cricket. Some achievement for a man playing just his first knock in the big game. Look at those statistics. And that's Shahid Anwar's 50. He's looked pedestrian in comparison to Afridi, but it's been a fine knock by the Pakistan captain. He's been talking to Shahid Afridi all the way. Picked up. This could go straight to the man at long on. Yes, taken by him. The end of a fantastic innings by young Shahid Afridi. Caught by Muralitharan in the deep, off Silva. But he's done the job for his country. Coming in at number 3, he set the stands alight. The fastest 100 in one-day international cricket. One of the great innings has just come to an end. Picks this one up. This goes straight down the throat of the fielder at long on, and a delighted Sri Lankan contingent. They knew they had to see the back of this man. 102 in just 40 balls in 51 minutes. Sheer entertainment. 186 for 2 to score. Sanity most certainly will return to the proceedings now when Ramiz Raja comes to the crease. Lots of experience, 4,800 runs in one-day international cricket, close to the 5,000 run mark. 119 not out against New Zealand, his highest. By the umpire, rightly so. Out the leg before here. Shahid Afridi had got that front foot way down the track. So this is a good time for Sri Lanka to get back into the game. Got a new batsman at the crease, try and keep him as much as possible on the strike. Didn't get too many runs in the first game, Ramiz Raja, and this one turning a long way from Durmasena. This is beautifully played by Anwar. This is good, skillful cricket by the Pakistan captain. The man at fine leg was up in the circle, and Anwar chooses his spot here nicely, waits on it and plays it very late. Just helps it along, using the pace of the ball and getting the placement absolutely right. So that brings up the Pakistan 200. That single taken them just 23 overs, just what the doctor ordered for Pakistan when they were put into bat. They needed a blazing start, and they've got that. Thanks to that innings from that young man, 21-year-old Shahid Afridi, breaking the world record for the fastest 100 today. And whilst he was there, you could see third 50 of just 23 balls, the second one of 27 balls. Swung away by Ramiz. This will go all the way to the fence. He found the gap on the onside. With 8 wickets in hand, Ramiz can afford to take risks. Pakistan have crossed the 200 mark. They need to carry on, and this is beautifully played. Again, waiting on it late. Down the track comes Ramiz, goes in the air, and could be caught at mid-on. Yes, he is, by Guru Singh on the second attempt. Looking to clear the infield here, not quite getting hold of it, and in the end, a very good catch by Guru Singh. Not to the pitch of the ball, hitting it in the air. Guru Singh doing a splendid job here to catch it on the second attempt, one-handed. So Pakistan lose their third wicket, that of Ramiz Raja, 207 runs on the board. Pakistan's most experienced player in one-day international comes out to the middle, Salim Malik, to join his captain. Heaps of experience for him. Over 6,000 runs at an average of 33.5. 102 against India in Sharjah, his best. He'll be on strike to Muralidharan, the Vice President of the Sri Lankan Cricket Board, has just left us, joined by the South African captain, Hansi Cronje.
If you get wickets in hand in the last 10 overs, which we are planning to do anyway, if you got wickets in our hands the last 10 overs, we can go to town.
You can go to town. You could get up to 400. At the moment, 261 for 3 from 35. Shot. A good shot by Shahid Afridi. So it's going to beat Guru Singh to the deep square leg boundary, and that takes Shahid Afridi through to his century. It's his 9th in one-day international cricket. And it's been a marvellous performance, somewhat overshadowed by Shahid Afridi's innings of 100, but a fine innings in its own right.
Very sensible as well.
Down the track this time, and hit high and hard, straight back over the side screen for 6. Forty overs gone, 294 for 3. Last ball of the 40th over. Launched high and handsomely back over the side screen for 6. Got to be a wide. Well, I can't believe that.
So plenty of batsmen left back in the hut there for Pakistan. Ahmed and Khan both can have a go. And also, of course, Yunus is there as well. He's been known to put back the ball pretty rapidly and very late in innings. Gave himself a lot of room, went outside the leg stump, and then the ball just went away from him. This one didn't. This one's going to go away for 4, isn't it? Good piece of fielding down there on the mid-wicket boundary. Russian Mahanama getting a hand down on that. That's a fine piece of fielding. Ball's bouncing quite a bit out there. That's high. And it's up to Russian Mahanama again. And he's held on to it.
Shahid Anwar, the Pakistan captain, perishes with the score 299 for 3. Attempting to heave this over the leg side. All he does is find the hands of Mahanama. Trying to hit Muralitharan across the line there. Always a tricky shot with the ball turning as much as it is. And Mahanama takes the catch. 115 Shahid Anwar, brilliant innings. 299 for 4 Pakistan. Not exactly the man the fielding side want to see coming in with at 299 for 4. Ijaz Ahmed, 144 matches. He's at the non-strikers end. Salim Malik goes for the big hit and gets 4. As the ball scutters through underneath the man at deep long on. Dalmasina. It's as though Malik's going to take charge now. He was allowing Shahid Anwar to play all the shots. And as soon as Anwar's been dismissed, Malik takes on the mantle of attacking batsman. 650, 300 up, off just 51 balls. 4 more. Swept away fine.
Surya being brought back into the attack. Most of the bowlers expensive, in fact all the bowlers. Muralitharan 10 overs, 2 for 73. Doesn't happen often. Going at over 7 runs per over. Surya 6 overs for 66. And he's been brought back into the attack.
Having had 43, knocked off his first 2. He's asking again. Pakistan supporters are saying show the green, but I tell you what, I think there could be some red here. There could be some red here. He could be on his way.
Well, no question about that. He's gone. His leg was in the air when Salih Watarna took out the bail. clearly showing there that his leg was in the air. So Pakistan lose their 5th wicket with 314 runs on the board.
Good morning, Khan. Comes in, 50 matches. And a good keeper as well, this man. Aggressive little batsman as well.
Played that match-winning knock in the last game against Kenya, and Pakistan were in deep trouble at one stage.
Still with a lift, and did well to read that as a batsman and just lay the bat on it.
Pakistan from here on score at a run a ball. They will cross that 350 mark. This is a magnificent shot from Malik. Getting inside the line of the ball and picking it up over extra cover and in the gap on the offside for 4 more runs. Beautifully played. That's what Pakistan want, a boundary every over, and then if they can pick up their 1s and 2s.
That's a fine catch. Very hard, coming very quickly at him. The captain takes a great catch. Ranatunga just above his head, only a short man anyway, and driven straight at him. Superb catch.
Again looking to hit this one over the cover fielder. Salim Malik not quite getting hold of this. Getting it right at the end of the bat, and Arjuna Ranatunga making no mistake. So Pakistan lose their 6th wicket with 322 runs on the board.
Waqar Younis gets runs in a hurry and got a good eye, and he's very, very strong across the shoulders, this man. In fact, Rav and I were discussing just that this morning.
As Pakistan could do with a few big hits from him. Looking for the 2nd run here, Moin, and getting it comfortably. Pakistan ideally need at this stage is a nice little partnership here between Younis and Moin.
Got it a bit high on the bat, but ran it down for 2. Well, here goes a big one. That could go past the field. It's gone well past the field. In fact, it's out of the field.
And just what Pakistan want at this stage. A couple of big hits from Younis. He's obliged them with 1. Powerful man, Waqar Younis. He really gets stuck into this one. And it clears the mid-on fence quite comfortably. And a flurry of 6s here today.
Interesting when you sit here, Ravi, and you hear all the discussions going on in your headphones, and you realize that one's going up in the air. Should be down someone's throat. It is indeed.
Waqar Younis taking a big swing at this one down the leg side. Not quite getting hold of it. The ball going high in the air. And there is a man there, deep mid-wicket, Dharmasena. Keeps his eyes on the ball and takes the catch comfortably with both hands. So the 7th Pakistan wicket gone, 335 runs on the board. We look for 2 here. The new man will have to hurry, and he's gone. Cannot make his ground as he came back for the 2nd run. So Azhar Mahmood is dismissed without even facing a ball. Dharmasena again quickly into the act. Running in quickly, picking up nicely, and a good throw to follow. Here's Surya collecting, taking off the bails with the batsman not even in the frame. So 8 wickets gone for Pakistan, 335 runs on the board.
So the new batsman at the crease, and that could have gone anywhere. as it is. There'll be runs, just the one in fact. And that's the 46 over. 4 overs to go, 3-3-7 for 8. Funny enough, I think we're going to see that young world record holder turn his arm over for a bit as well, aren't we, Ravi? Because he did that the other day, didn't he, against Kenya very well, I thought.
Yes, he did bowl well, and this wicket will give him something. Might get the odd ball to turn here. I have the other one that keeps low as well.
Shahid Nazir is the new man at the crease.
Very impressive Pakistan performance. 2 balls remaining, so they've ensured that they batted out the full 50 overs if they play this delivery. Swings at this one and in the gap. This could go all the way to the fence. It's a good strike from young Shahid Nazir.
So just 1 ball to come and 1 run short of the 370 mark, and that is an incredible score in one-day cricket. That's a mammoth task for Sri Lanka to overhaul it. And what they need to be looking at, of course, is the other thing of do they just go for the runs required to get themselves into the final. So that's the 370. They're going for a quick second, and they get home. So 371 for 9 in 50 overs, and that really is, Ravi, an incredible task ahead for Sri Lanka.
Magnificent effort this by Pakistan. They paced their innings brilliantly. Shahid Anwar leading the way from the front, playing a captain's knock of 115. Held the Pakistan innings together, and then we saw that scintillating knock in the middle from Shahid Afridi, who hit the fastest 100 in one-day cricket, 100 coming off just 40 balls. And in the end, it was that effort that allowed Pakistan to reach this mammoth score of 371.
So a crowd here at the Gymkhana Club. Great Pakistan support. And I might add as well, tremendous amount of Sri Lankan support as well at the ground. So everything to go for this afternoon.
And the outstanding statistic there, 102 in just 40 balls. He hit 11 sixes in that knock, equaling the world record, and 102 being the fastest one-day 100. Shahid Anwar doing a splendid job there, 115 in only 120 balls, and Salim Malik playing a useful knock too in the middle of the innings, 43 in only 54 balls. See the partnership there between Shahid Anwar and Afridi, realizing 126 runs, and it came off only 61 balls in 51 minutes. Blazing stuff.
Well, that's the sad tale of woe if you're a bowler out there this morning. And Silver and Vast not really doing too much, not being able to do too much, and everyone thought, well, maybe it's the spinners' day. They're going to have to get this ball to turn somewhat. But my word, Jazz Saria had some 43 runs knocked off his first.
He has a habit, really, of going for runs early in his spell. Better bowler with the old ball, only in one-day cricket, but he'll have his work cut out today as Jayasuriya and Kalawitharana attempt to mount the challenge to get 287 initially.
So Kalarisarana brings him down to the strike end. 57 matches he's played in. He's also scored 100 in one-day internationals, this time against Kenya. Of course, that was in the earlier match played at Nairobi. And that was his first 100. He drags him from outside the off stump. Doesn't get it too well, but they get a single.
Well, the additional problem that the Sri Lankans will have here is that this pitch is not coming on for the bat. There's not as much pace in it now as there was perhaps even earlier in the day. Another reason why I think maybe Sri Lanka could have been better served by batting first in this game. Well, it's easy to say that in hindsight. The ball is going to turn more. The bounce is going to become more. Sri Lanka 368 runs to win. We believe they need to get 287 to reach the final. We failed to get confirmation from the match referee over this. Seems somewhat strange. It's out. Jayasurya's gone. Waqar Younis is delighted. It's just the start that Pakistan wanted. And the Pakistan players are absolutely delighted. Jayasuriya, no option but to try and chase anything. Got it high on.
Outside the off stump, they could be called a wide. Indeed it has been. Close to the stump, just driving it across the left-handed batsman with a pace far too wide in the one-day game. This crowd in total anticipation of an afternoon's cricket match here that really will be, or could be, setting this Gymkhana club alight. Good ball. Ask for it, a little bit of bat on that.
Big appeal there from Waqar. And the ball did all the right things. It's just being invigorous, you know, pitching on off stump. It's a pretty good shout because he's not got a good stride in. May have been a little bit of inside edge, although he looked late on it as well, but no matter. The decision was not out from Russell Tiffin, and Waqar Younis had one success to his name in the first over. Jayasuriya holding out to Shahid Nazir at mid-off. Delight on all the Pakistan faces.